But Alpha. This is one that I've technically seen before. I read the Alpha story like a year ago when the game first came out. I didn't really think too much of the stories back then. I didn't think I'd try recording them or streaming them, but I've kind of been doing a lot of reading on the channel, so I'll be going through this one again. It's been a while, but I remember really liking this one, so I look forward to reading it again and seeing if I notice anything with the new lore that I know. Or maybe I'll just enjoy it again. We'll see. But here we go. Lucia, Crimson Abyss. Alpha's affection story. Full body scan completed. Results normal. Mind beacon stability scan complete. Results normal. Like I was just overthinking. Commandant, is everything okay? I'm a bit worried about the condition of your body. You zoned out for 3 times on the last mission. It's happening more and more often, and I'm worried, so please let me perform a thorough inspection on you. Pound. You're always like that. Fine. I didn't say no! I'm confused. I didn't say no. Was that a mistranslation? Was that supposed to be I'm fine? I thought it was I'm found, like, oh, you caught me. I'm not doing the best right now. Oh well. Darn mistranslations. I won't disturb your rest then. Please tell me in time if you feel any discomfort tomorrow. We will apply to postpone the next mission. Thanks. Liv, quietly close the door to the commandant's room. The electronic clock above the door is glazed with the time. 2:32 a.m. Alright then. Liv, quietly close... Oh. Ugh. They're doing the thing where they repeat the same message, but do a different commandant line. The mind beacon is overloading again. Confirming connection status. 1, 2, 3. Confirming connection status. Who are you? Why can you forcefully connect to my mind? Looks good this time around. Long time no see, human. It's you. Good. No loss in voice quality, it seems. What are you doing? No obligations to answer. I've achieved my purpose. See you next time. Hey. The connection signal is lost. I'm pretty sure this one's a faster one, but Alpha just hacking your brain, saying hello, and then poof. Part 2. How's the commandant doing? He's doing pretty well. Down 2 special meals in a row, though the virus in the commandant's body is in an... the commandant's... Don't worry, the serum's still working well on the virus. It won't affect the commandant's health. It's only that the virus is continuously releasing signal units. Forming, Asimov glances at Lucia while speaking, but she seems to be too worried for the commandant to notice him. Comms channel. The Ascendants are simulating the connection of consciousness between constructs and commandants with this method. Is there no way to cut off this connection? Well, I hate to admit it, but we actually don't have the technology yet. Not me. Hello, YYK. As long as the commandant's health isn't jeopardized. Now then, what are your plans for our commandant? A whole new addition to your guinea pig collection. Everyone's just like, oh, why are you soldiers always like this? Stop with the aggressive thoughts. We've got enough data samples and we don't need to do any human experiments. And secondly, to ensure the safety of your commandant and so that we can respond promptly to any immediate danger from this channel, we must take your commandant in temporarily. This has been communicated before. Alright, I'm gonna work on solving this problem now. Out of my way, thank you. As Mob makes his way past the Grey Raven members, he then pauses at the corner behind them, after a few steps. Your commandant's being quarantined, but there isn't a word about visits being prohibited. Do I really have to say it out loud? And that should be all for the next mission. I'm counting on you guys. Understood, Commandant. You must take care of yourself, Commandant. Oh, it's time. They leave. The pale isolation room turns silent again. The ticks and beeps of electronics reverberate from all sides of the room. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Sounds flow, sounds go. Someone comes, someone leaves. Those were... Eyes jutting wide open, yet the deathly pale walls and instruments stay the same as before. Empty, not a soul in here. The electronic clock above the door of the quarantine chamber pens the present time and light. 1:28 p.m. Connection signal detected. Construct is connected successfully. What are you trying to do? What I should. Are you Ascendants planning something again? No. Your connection is under our control, you know. As expected, but no matter. I'll often link to you like this in the future. I guess I don't have the right to refuse. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Who knows? Well then, I'll see you later. Just Alpha taking a peek on the commandant. It's like, hey, what are you doing right now? Oh, you're in a white room? Okay, bye. Okay, I'm curious when this happens. I can only assume that this happens during her launch event with the ARU. Maybe this is right before they go to the ARU and meet Rosetta and everybody, or maybe this is right after. I don't know. Part 3. Warning, high concentration of punishing virus detected. Grey Raven base initiating level 2 alert. Oh boy. Commandant, there are corrupted outside our base. I have to go for a while. Lucia had a hesitant look on her face before leaving the room. I'll stay here like a good child, don't worry. Oh, I didn't mean it like that, Commandant. It's only a relationship with... Never mind, nothing. Well, I'll be leaving. Aw, is Lucia jealous? Is she upset that Alpha's making connection? Which makes you wonder if she knew a lot earlier. It's an interesting thought if she kind of just had the right feeling that it was her. And who knows, maybe this is quite after Alpha's launch event. And this is after she already 100% knew who Alpha was. As soon as Lucia leaves, force connection succeeded. She seems to have a habit of greeting in silence. You shouldn't be a part of this attack, no? Indeed, I'd never do something so petty. How did you know, though? I I hear engines. Good ear. Alpha deliberately revs up her engine louder. What are you planning to do? Hunting. Curious? Just a little. And I'll give you a bit more. It's a creature. But for more, though. Alpha cuts the connection signal. She seems to have called just for pointless chit-chat. What could be the true purpose of her forcing in a connection? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I love how Alpha's just on a bike ride and she's like, you know, I'm bored. Let's call the commandant. Just says hi. It's like, hey, I'm going hunting. See ya. I love it. Commandant, I'm here to see you. Is everything okay? Just too much time on my hands. I see. Let's hope that your quarantine will be over soon. The Grey Ravens are awaiting your return. Virtual visiting time over. The quarantined patient should now follow their assigned schedule. Still virtual visits, huh? All of a sudden, I feel like I'm some zoo animal. Familiar engine rumblings blast through a connection channel. We didn't even get to hear the connection sound. It's just engine rumblings in my ear all of a sudden. That's what I think, Neko. I have a funny feeling that's what it is, that Alpha's kinda jealous. Because I feel like I remember at one point in the story, Alpha said something about, oh, maybe if you were my commandant, things would have been different. Because her commandant was Ravenge, which, along with having a very edgy name, Ravenge was very selfish. All he cared about was himself, and he was 100% willing to sacrifice his constructs. You also play with controller? I do. I play with a DualSense controller, a PlayStation 5 controller. Is your hunt over? If that's the answer you seek, then yes. How's the haul? Interesting. You probably want to know. Will you tell me? Guess not. You know when to stop. How's that construct on your team doing? Oh, I hate this. Oh. I hate this, because you don't want to say Lucia. You say Lucia, she's gonna be upset, because that's her name. If you say that you don't know what she's asking, she's gonna be annoyed with you because you're playing dumb. There's no good answer here. You only have PS2? I don't even have a PS5. I just bought the PS5 controller because it's a really good, comfortable controller to hold. And it works on PC, so why not? Lucia? Yeah, she's pissed. She wants another go at it? The results won't change. Alpha signal is lost. I want to do that one again and see what she says if you pick the other option. Does the Commandant know who Alpha is at this point? If the Commandant didn't know who she was at, like, before this, they 100% should know at this point. Because as far as we know, connecting to a construct is like the construct letting you into their head. So the Commandant should know more about Alpha just by connecting to her. But we don't know if Alpha's, like, made this a one-way connection sort of thing. But I would assume the Commandant knows. Let's see. Does it change anything? Does she get more pissed off by me being pissed you not being smart? So really, saying the name is the is the good option, even though it's still bad? That's mean. Give us a good option. The sounds of her engine rises another degree as if in protest of something. She's asking about you a lot, though. And? She wants another go at it. Okay, it leads to that. I think that one might have... she gets annoyed for a different reason. Regardless, she gets upset there. She either gets upset that you're referring to her by her name, or she gets upset that you're playing dumb. But yeah, I'm not sure where in the story this is. I think that's the hardest part about this part, is if we knew when in the story this was, we would know for sure if they knew. But I feel like the Commandant should know. And Lucia might know. Part 5. Good afternoon, Commandant. It's been a while since we met. It's surprising that it's Lib who came to visit. Commandant, would you prefer to see Lucia instead? Not really. Oh, Commandant, you. Lucia's not coming today. She said she'll wait at the base until your quarantine ends. She's even saying something like, I wouldn't want Commandant to feel worried about my frequent visits. But I kinda get what she's saying, though. After all, to us, Commandant, you aren't simply a leader or a captain. If anything, you're more like a friend to us. Friends, huh? I always feel awkward about this. Anyway, I'm relieved to see you doing good. I'll tell Lucia that. Liv's absence is immediately followed by Alpha's presence, of course. Maybe, I don't know. Friend, huh? That's how you treat constructs, I guess. In the end, constructs are artificial weapons made to fight against the punishing virus. Befriending weapons, that's a little insensate. That's a weird word. I don't know if that's actually a word. Let me look that up. Is that actually a word? Insensate. Lacking physical sensation. That I don't think that is the right term for what they're trying to say. I don't know what they're trying to say here. I don't know what they're trying to say. But it's not like insensitive, because that doesn't make sense. I don't know what they're trying to say. Yeah, like maybe it was supposed to be insensitive, but insensitive doesn't make sense in this situation. So it probably is just another case of a weird translation. This is an early one. This is one of the first affection stories, so it would make sense if there could be some issues in it. But, Aren't you a construct too? Indeed. Ergo, I don't make friends. Weapons should stay weapons, no less, no more. Do you still carry another construct's dog tags on you? Yeah, all our friends that died. A hunter carries their trophies, no? Oh, is she really gonna try and cover up with it and lying? True, but Babylonia keeps comprehensive and intact records. Oh. We know the Commandant is very nosy, and the Commandant has looked things up when they're curious. We saw that with Vera's, right? That the Commandant heard Vera was getting some sort of illegal drug and he researched it. I wonder if that's how the Commandant found out who Alpha was. if after meeting Alpha, the Commandant went and did some digging. Is she a tsundere? In my opinion, yeah, seems like it. Nonsense. And then last one. But yeah, to me it seems like Alpha's jealous of Lucia, because Lucia essentially is living the life and has the Commandant that she probably wished she could have. Especially now that she knows Luna's alive, right? When she didn't know Luna was alive, she probably wanted nothing more than to be a weapon to kill, in her mind, what killed her sister. But knowing that her sister's alive, she would have just wanted to have a good team and to fight for what's right. That's what Lucia would have wanted to do. And so she's probably jealous. But let's see. The end of Alpha. It's been a long time since Alpha forced in a connection. With the quantitative control of punishing virus in your body, we can basically determine that the person is using a means of signal transmission that carries out signal relays through the punishing virus. I don't know how they managed to emulate Grey Raven's Inver device signal to reverse interfere with your mind beacon. Maybe because they used to be normal constructs and they've had Inver devices? And I guess specifically Alpha was from Grey Raven, but at least we've managed to filter out and cut off most of those signals. In short, you're out of prison. Yay, I'm free! Commandant! I heard that you're finally unbound from that signal. Yes. Great, let's return together to the front lines then. That's such a weird thing. Finally able to bathe in the blue skies and sunshine with Lucia again, yet suddenly something oddly familiar buzzes. There. You are my... We meet again. Okay. Can't. Yeah. She's probably just spoofing herself as Lucia. It's kinda sad that she kept trying to connect, even though they found a way to block the signal, so it was all fuzzy. But, yeah. It's sad, and honestly, I hope as the story goes forward we do see more of Alpha interacting with the Commandant. Because, I mean, it is Lucia, right? And I do think it'd be nice to see kinda everyone banding together. Especially considering that, it does seem like a lot of the Ascendants are just being used by the punishing virus. Like, it's been made pretty clear that Alpha isn't working for the punishing virus, she's working for herself and for her sister. And she's just trying to use the punishing virus for herself. And Luna was kinda doing the same thing, which is why she was getting weaker towards the end. But, we'll see.